So Newcastle United's preparations for that Carabao Cup tie at Old Trafford well underway here, but unfortunately for Eddie Howe, he's got a bit of a depleted squad. You go back to Saturday at Wolves at the weekend when Newcastle looked extremely leggy in the latter stages, and they're going to have to pick up from where they left off in that game. But I think probably the biggest headline to emerge from today's press conference is Sven Botman still not where Newcastle want him to be, still faces further assessments. This comes just sort of days after Eddie Howe was hoping to get him back quickly for these 3 games against Manchester United, Arsenal and Dortmund. It doesn't look like he's going to be involved in them, and he's going to have to wait and get further assessment on this ongoing knee problem which he's had now since after the Sheffield United game. So difficult time ahead for Sven Botman trying to get back fit. Newcastle also struggling in terms of a striker with Alexander Isak. Still no real return date for him. Doesn't look like it's now going to be before the international break. So really tough times for Newcastle injury wise here at Benton, and yeah, this game against Man United, it's going to test them to the limit. But for all that, Newcastle's still in good spirits domestically in the Premier League. Haven't lost the Premier League game for 6 matches now, so tough times ahead. Yeah, I also asked Eddie Howe about the Carabao Cup and where it actually stands in terms of Newcastle's best chance of gaining a trophy. And I think really, had Newcastle been offered this situation where they're still pushing for the 4 trophies, obviously they would have certainly taken it at this point, because given the way the Champions League stretches teams, it's a real bonus that Newcastle now find themselves just 90 minutes away from another quarter-final for the 2nd year running under Eddie Howe. So this is a real opportunity. I think he knows that. I asked him if Newcastle would we all benefit from the pressure being relieved at Newcastle by just getting that first trophy on the table, or is it more strategic? Is there a 3-4 year plan to get it in place, keep building, keep being positive, and getting there that way? Eddie Howe said neither. He says he just concentrates on winning the next game, and he knows it's a tough game against Manchester United. So let's hope Newcastle can just put on a performance. We've got 7,000 fans going down there. It's going to be a really good night. Hopefully it's going to be a memorable night, and Newcastle can repeat what they've done in the last 12 months and get to a major final, because we all enjoyed it so much, even without winning it. So Newcastle fans hoping, travelling to Old Trafford, knowing there's going to be an opportunity on the line to get there. They go into it, as I say, on the back of Wolves, which was a tough day for Newcastle, but they still got a point. They weren't at the best, but they still got a point. And I think really now, from Eddie Howe's point of view, he's looking at the next week or so as probably an integral part of the season. Obviously, the 6 games unbeaten, as we've already mentioned, in the Premier League, but they can make progress in this cup competition. And the Dortmund game, of course, that is such a crucial night in the season, but there's plenty of time to start talking about that in the next few weeks. Newcastle must now just get the job done at Old Trafford. Man United are rocking a bit, just lost to Manchester City, the bitter rivals. This is a real opportunity to catch Man United when they're in a bad place.